Thanks for joining us at XM.com for this Forex Preview video. I'm Cristina Marujos, and joining me today is Rafi Boyajian, Senior Investment Analyst. We'll be having a look at the RBA meeting early on Tuesday. Now, Rafi, we saw the RBA announce a QE program in an unscheduled meeting in March. Now, it's holding its regular meeting early on Tuesday, where not much is expected, really, considering the RBA is low on policy ammunition. So what are we likely to see at this meeting?
Well, we're probably not going to get any policy changes at the April meeting. As you mentioned, we already had that emergency meeting earlier in March where we saw a number of measures being taken by the RBA to counter the virus crisis. The Australia's economy has been hit hard, like most other economies, by the outbreak of the coronavirus. So we saw the RBA slashing interest rates to 0.25%. They have made it clear, though, that is the lower bound for interest rates, so we're unlikely to see any changes in the cash rate for the foreseeable future. The RBA, as expected, also launched a QE program, and in addition to that, we saw a number of measures aimed at easing credit flow and to support cheap borrowing for businesses. So given all that, we're probably not going to get any policy changes at the April meeting. So the focus will really be on any signals of possible future policy tweaks.
Well, considering we're unlikely to see a rate cut at tomorrow's meeting, how do you think the Aussie will perform?
Well, the Australian dollar has managed to stabilize recently, and though that is mainly down to the easing in the dollar funding squeeze. Going forward, though, the Aussie's performance will really depend on how the crisis, this virus crisis, unfolds. So if the situation was to escalate globally as well as in Australia, we could see the Aussie coming under renewed pressure. The immediate focus, though, will be on the tone of the RBA statement. So if the RBA gives a much more downbeat assessment than anticipated, that could pressure the Aussie. On the other hand, if the RBA is perhaps a little bit more optimistic, perhaps it sees some green shoots or some cause for optimism, we could see the Aussie finding some support.
Rafi, thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you for watching this Forex Preview video here at XM.com.